Okay, I'm back again, and one of the things that we wanted to do was take a look at the immigration and passenger lists on Ancestry, and we had a glitch there. What I had to do is I had to put back my library card number and PIN number in order to get in from a separate browser. So I sometimes use Edge or sometimes Google, and if you're hung up, that's one way to get out of it. So I'm going to begin searching again. And back here on the right-hand side, we're looking at the special collections on the search page. Birth, familiar with census and the federal census we took a look at, and did a name search for my dad, Robert Newbold Wright. Now what I want to do for his dad, who traveled in the 40s, is go into passenger lists and put in my grandfather, as well as my grandmother, Dorothy. Dorothy was a Newbold, my dad was a Wright. So let me put in Arthur and his last name. His birth name year was 1865. Sorry, 95. I have the head of a sieve here. His middle was Hayward, Hayward. I do know that his arrival, I don't know the date, but I do know in New York, that both his return and his departure were in New York, USA. And as much as I can put in 3 different points here, name, birth date, place of departure, I also know where he lived, which was no longer near this, well, definitely near the city, but not his birthplace. It was Manhasset. And I have that from military records that I had. He was in the draft from his birthplace in Illinois, but that it followed him, and I was able to corroborate those records, his identity and where he moved on to. So let's do a search here through the passenger lists. And that was quicker than last time. So we've got it, New York passenger crew list, including Castle Garden, Ellis Island. As I said, the records that I was able to email myself from 1820 to 1957 confirm. When I look at the information on the right, I see it's his full name and birth date from where he was living in Illinois to when he left the port in turns out from New York, it was in 1948, which is right about the time that he would have been done with the draft. So I'm going to view the image. And there we go. We have a record in the crew list. Now, when I mail this out to myself, I will be able to do that, but we'll look at it. What I'll get is a record of just my dad. If I want to email one of my grandmother, I'll have to go in and search for her item on here, which is, she was listed. If we zoom in from the right-hand side here, we can hit the plus sign and then hover over and then grab that document with the cursor. I can see Arthur is on one line and his information, and then Dorothy Hayward is on a second line. So I'd have to send separate emails if I wanted to keep this on my computer. And how to do that? Once we zoom in and get the screen to show up, I want to focus in. Of course, I searched his name, Arthur's, but it's nice to be able to look at the whole screen before we send it. And as well, above the zoom, there's save. And what that lets you do is it lets you see, you can send it to send an image home or save to your computer. And what I'll do is send myself an email. They'll use this only to provide you instructions on how you can send your document. They will not, Ancestry will not do anything more than that. And I will send this along. And there's a confirmation success that Arthur Hayward Wright has been emailed to my Sue Hansen at Nopal email account. So I am on my way to completing some of the steps to identify my connection to this tree and ancestry, to my dad and to his relatives, the Newbold family connected through Dorothy Newbold. It's been fun doing that with you on Ancestry, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.